Okay, fine. So what happened now in the PowerShell version 2.0? It was released in 2009, and PowerShell was part of that Windows 7, Windows 2008 R2. After that, whatever came, it was the part of all operating system. Major enhancement they have done. They have just started, like from one computer you can work for the multiple of computers, so many work you can complete in the one net but at a time. So that is the one enhancement, good enhancement they have done. And new thing, they have added 100 of new commandlets. We will discuss what is the commandlets. Commandlet is nothing but it is the which command you are executing for that PowerShell, that is known as your commandlets. And once you are importing the module, that time that multiple of command will be imported. So we will going to discuss this all detail into the later classes, not now. So this is the PowerShell version 2, and then after that PowerShell version 3 was launched, and this was released on 2012. It's having the new feature and capabilities compared to 2.0. And here what they have done, no, it is started supporting the workflow means you will start a very nice way programming, looping. So this has to be go to here, it has to take the break. So many programming means workflow, as a workflow level you will able to develop the code. This was happened in the 3.0. Then there is one more thing they have started. Before the PowerShell was, when it was coming as a same as your commandlets. So if you will see the CMD, if I'm going to open this, so it will like this is the same as your command tool, command level. Yes, you can say CMD prompt, same as only they have developed before PowerShell version 3. It was coming in this fashion, but after once they have released the PowerShell version 3, they have launched one more thing that is called PowerShell ISC. What is the full form of ISC? Means integrated scripting languages. Integrated scripting languages, that is known as integrated SC. So that is the ISC. So here it's having the same as something you can code here, and you can see the down result. You will able to execute button they have added, debug they have added. There is a multiple of features they have added in this. So it's a very easy for developer to write the code using the ISC, means integrated scripting environment. So somebody is pinging me, what is there is similarity between Azure commandlets and PowerShell? Yes, of course. You can say that PowerShell, whatever I am going to teach you here, I am going to teach you related to SQL Server, right? But if you want to work on the Azure, so that time you have to import the Azure model. That is, if you are going to discuss with me what is the Azure model, that time install hyphen module, and the module name is, you can type AWS. I have not downloaded this model. So I think this is the command for this one, importing the model. So you have to import this model, AWS model. Once you will import the AWS model, then only what is going to happen, that all command which will be applicable for your AWS, that all will come here. In my session, I am not teaching you anything related, like if you want to work on DNS server, so some DNS level of command has to be imported, right? If I want to work for the SQL related thing, so SQL related, it has to be imported. Either it is called as some commandlets or something .NET library also, right? So if you will go to, got it, no? So that is required. So if you are going to Google, you can download. So somewhere you will able to download this AWS things. You will see here. Just I will show you. So you can AWS. I have written AWS, Azure or what? Oh, I have written AWS. So you can go with the Azure, means it is the AZ. I have given the Azure. So I have given the AWS. Azure is that AZ, installed module, AZ module. So if you go to here, so here by mistake, I think AWS I have given. Azure is this only. So Microsoft Azure download. So something you will able to download the command. Let's just, you can see somewhere it will come. How to download that module, you can see here. For this one, it is there, no? This is the name
Yeah.
of this AWS model. But this AWS you have to download manually. You have to download this model. Once you will download this model, I will teach you later classes. I'm going to teach you how to download the model, how to import it. Some example I'm going to give you. But once you will download this model, then only you have to import this model. Once you will download, once you will import, that time you will able to perform AWS work. Same thing is happening for the Azure also. Somewhere you
Okay,
can
got it.
see, you got it, no? Somewhere you can
Yeah, I got
download,
it.
like how to download, somewhere it will be there. So you can download, and then, so now if I will go to the, if I'm going to run, this is not there, then I will go to the get hyphen command. You have seen it here. So you can see, for me, nothing it is displaying for AWS, anything, right? But it is displaying for Hyper-V, related with SQL, related with DBA tool, DBA storage. So some of the basic level of command letters will come by default. But if you want to specific to Azure, so that time you have to import this model, and then you have to start working on that.
Yeah,
Got
got
it,
it.
no?
Got it. Perfect.
So it will
Yeah,
be go.
thanks.
And whenever you are opening the PowerShell, you have to go with right click on this and run as the administrator. That thumbling you have to do. Got it, no? So anyhow, so I'm going with this. PowerShell version 3 was released in 2012. It's having the more feature and complete. It is included the supporting the overflow, and it's having the what it's developed integrated scripting language. So it is very easy to write the code, debug, and or everything it is going to display in this in the nice format. And second thing, it is saying like it improved the tab facility. So what is the tab facility means? Once you are writing like get CONN, and if you are putting tab, automatically the command will come, or something is there, so it will going to display which are the command is there. So you tap, you will press, so all command automatically it will come into this PowerShell window. No doubt. Anyhow,
No, it's okay.
this is the theory part, so it is not. So coming with the PowerShell version 4, PowerShell version 4 was released in 2013, and just after the 1 year when the 3.0 was released. So it's having many new features, and from here it is started very bright. So from here that all people has started PowerShell, because what they have done, no, they have started the desired state configuration. What is the desired state configuration? Is nothing but some OS related thing you will able to do. So you can say desired state configuration is a feature which was developed for 4.0, and it's in above. So it has helped the administrator to automate and configure in the Windows level of thing or Linux level of operating system. Using this you can manage the Windows level of services, setting, file setting, directory, registry, stopping, killing, process, group policy management, deploying the new software. This everything you will able to perform after 4.0. Before it was not possible. So after 4.0, it you will able to perform anything, whatever you want. Right. So from here
Mhm.
that all people like AD people, Windows people, they all also came here, because their it is their command list. They have PowerShell is starting. They are before they are developing on the .NET library to perform some operation. After that, what they have done, they have started their own command list, means reusable code they have done. So from here 4.0, that all people has started working. Even they have started all module also for this, and people has started working in this 4.0. 4.0. Not only that, if you want to work on the Azure, AWS, or if you want to work on, now it is came, but before I can give the Jira software or something called say Service Now, SCOM. For that, or every time they have created each model, because they have to do some registry level of change and all. So everything was possible from 4.0. So 5.0 now, all if you will see the all in your organization also, they are working on the PowerShell version 5 only, and it was released for May 2014. And from here what happened, it was the part of management framework 5.0. So if you are going to install your framework 5.0, automatically PowerShell version will 5 will come, because now it is the above of the top of the .NET framework. They have .NET library, they have built the PowerShell. So many code now you will see the it is applicable for the uh, .NET library and all. So from here they have started the new way to discuss, that is called the install, upgrade and PowerShell model. So PowerShell version 5 again they make little bit more easy way to perform the specific task, that is called as the model. If you want some storage related work, go and download the storage model. If you want AWS, go and download AWS model. If you want to work on Azure, go and download Azure model. If you want to work for DBA related thing, go and download SQL DBA tool model. Right. So like that they have started in PowerShell version 5. They have discovered the each model for the each work. Which work you want to do, download that model and start working on that. So later classes, even I am going to show you how to import the model and all. I think day 3 class or day 4 class I'm going to do that. So next one, they have added network switches command. That is something related with some Windows related of thing. So after that, a PowerShell version 6 was launched. So you already know that nowadays this time has been came for the SQL Server is going to migrate from Windows to Linux desktop. Even whatever SQL Server version they are releasing, if you want, you will able to install in the Linux platform also. You know all this or not, right? If you
Yeah,
want
yeah, with
Yeah.
all that Linux platform SQL Server, you will able to do, because all of the SQL database, it is working on the Linux platform only, and Linux is more secure compared to Windows, right? So that's why they have started this one. So that's why they came with the PowerShell version 6. So PowerShell version 6 you can install, it will run on the Windows also, OS also, Mac also, Linux also. So everywhere it will run. So that's why PowerShell version 6 came. And after that you can see that um, it is going to be continue with PowerShell version 6, and they have released the PowerShell version 7 also. If you will go to I have installed the, if you will see, I have downloaded the PowerShell version 7 also in for my my system, but I am not going to work on the in the PowerShell 7 version. I am going to work and all programming to PowerShell 5 only. We are going to continue in this window, because in your office also till nobody is using the PowerShell version 7, right? If you will download, if you are going to type here $host, it is going to give the version is 7.20. If I'm going to write here $host, and if I'm going to execute this command, it is going to give me the 5.1 version. So it is like that. So I am going to work on the PowerShell version which one, version 5 only. I am going to write the all coding and programming. If I'm going with the $ps version table, this also will command will show you the version only. So you can go with the $host, or you can type the ps version table. That is also going to be display the result about PowerShell version. So so PowerShell is same as your commandlets tool only, but it's having the more feature. Before we are working the exe file for this, but here we are going to work in the ps1 file. This is the ps1 file we will generate PowerShell file, that is known as .ps1 file. So each file you will see that is related something, it will look like PowerShell once you will save with .ps1. So anyhow, that's fine. So I'm moving with day 1 class. So from here your day 1 class is started. So what I want to tell you about this, whenever you are going to work onto the PowerShell, first thing you have to take care, whenever you are starting the PowerShell, it has to go to the right click on PowerShell and start as a administrator. That is the one thing. And second thing, I am going to teach you, explain you about the execution policy about the PowerShell. This is also very, very important. If you will not set the execution policy correctly, maybe you will not get the result correctly. So you have to work, start the PowerShell as an administrator and change your execution policy. So what is the execution policy? How your PowerShell is going to react with your command. That one is decided by execution policy. There is a 4 execution basics, there is the 4 execution policy, but there is some more policies there, but I am not going to discuss those. basically there is Basically there is just 4 policies there. execution policy. Now you can see whenever I'm running that get execution policy, you will be able to see the unrestricted. So you can see one of the policy, which one I have given here, unrestricted. So I have make my unrestricted. There is a three policy execution policy that is known as restricted, all sign and remote sign. We are going to discuss this all four execution policy now. So if you are going to set that execution policy, how you are going to set that execution policy? If you are going to do set execution policy, we will set now, we will see that. So if you are going to set the execution policy to restricted format, what is going to happen? No script can be run. PowerShell can be used only in interactive mode. What is the interactive mode means? You will able to fire the command, not the script. So just example, I will go here, then I will change. Now you have seen like my I having the unrestricted format. Now I have not starting any scripting thing. I want to run this script, means check services. Okay, so what I will do, I will go to the first, I will this, there is the multiple of way to execute the script. I will change my directory to that one. And what is my check services? I will type here CHEC. Okay, and I have pressed the tab. So it came check services, right? What is this inside this script? Just we will see. What is this? What it is doing? It is checking one services of the SQL Server. If it is stopped, it will be go and it will start the services. It will start the services. If it is running, it is going to display it is running. I till now have not started any programming. Just I'm showing you. Don't think like why Raj sir is not explaining this code. So later classes I'm going to explain you. So here what I'm going, I have developed one small PowerShell scripting, and then what this script is doing, if it is just checking if the any related to that services, if it is down, it will start the services. If it is already it is running, it has to display that it is already running. So which is the services? This is a SQL services 2012. So what it is there? It is already it is running. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the services now. SQL Server 2012. If I will stop here, you can see here also it is stopped. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute this script. Just I will go here. I have selected. I'm just pressing enter. So what happened? It is this script has been started. So after that, once the script has been ran, if I will go to here, where is my SQL 2012? So if I will go and I will refresh, you can see there it is gone. So you can see it is started, right? Before it was I have stopped. Same thing you can see here. It is also it's become green. So and if I'm going to run execute this same command again, so what is going to display? It is going to display this services is already it is running. So whenever I have set this policy as a unrestricted format, so what I am seeing, I was able to execute that script. But if I'm going to change this to execution policy, how I will change? I will run as a set execution policy. I'm going to change this as a what policy? Before it was restricted, unrestricted. Now I am going to change this to unrestricted to restricted. So we will see what is that thing I am getting here. I have pasted here and I'm just executed. It is asking you want. I told yes, I want for all to change. It is now I am going to execute this get execution policy. And what I'm finding, it is a restricted. In the restricted, if I'm going to run my get services, what is going to, I am getting the error. It is saying load because running script is disabled on the system. So it is your, because once you will start working on the PowerShell, maybe your execution policy will be there by default is restricted. So in the restricted, what you understood, no script can be run, only PowerShell can use the interactive mode. But what is the meaning of that? Means if I will open this code and directly if I will copy this code and I will go here, that time it will work. If I'm going to another window, if I'm going to paste here, if I'm going to execute, so it is giving the result because it's become the command. It is not a script. Only PS1 file and all, it is not going to execute it. Right. So same detail I have given. No script can be run on the Windows PowerShell. It will use only in the interactive mode. Restricted is the default policy. Once you will, and default policy is for the PowerShell version 5 only. PowerShell version 7, it is not the default policy of restricted. It will be something remote sign maybe. So you can check that. So default execution policy is for the Windows 8, Windows 2012, and Windows 8.1. Permit individual command, not for the scripting. So what is the meaning of that? Means it preserve the running the script file, configuration file like PS1 XML. Later I am going to explain you what is that module file, PSM1 file, or PS1 file. So I have ran this one PowerShell PS1 file, and it was not working for this restricted mode. If you are going, so if you are going with next is your all sign mode. What is all sign mode? Means you only script signed by a trusted publisher you will able to run. If I am going to set this into the all sign, that time what it will be there, it will ask for some certificate, trusted publisher. So I will go in the detail. So only script signed by a trusted publisher can be run. What is the meaning of trusted publisher? Means it's having some, it has to be get the certificate authority. Means you, there is the mini script you will write, and what will be happen means, one second, I will just open that. So what is going to be happen now here? Here uh, any script you are developing, right? But so in your organization, if they will give the access to the all people, they will download some software from the internet, or they will download some script from the internet. After they will start running it, so that is not good. That's why what people is doing, if you are writing any code, you have to generate the certificate, and it will go to the certificate authority. Even you can do by yourself also, and Microsoft is also providing the certificate and all. So many people, what they are doing, they will go to the Microsoft will give the script, they will give the certificate, or you write the script and then you generate your certificate. Then there will be something in office, the people will check that there is some more, one more eye, you can say, like for the security purpose. So all will be approved, then only the script you will able to run into your organization. Getting or not? Or otherwise, if somebody will put in the restricted format, so any script you will download from Google and you will start running it, right? So something wrong, somebody, you have script you have downloaded and you don't know how to run the script, something, it will harm your server, right? So that's why they have make one more security feature, like it will be certificate, it has to trusted by the publisher. Getting or not? No doubt into this. So in the all sign mode. Okay, so that is the one thing.
Yeah.
So I am going with the next one, is called the remote sign. So remote signed is what? Download script must be signed by a trusted publisher. So here also remote sign mode also, you have to what you have to do, you it will ask the that trusted publisher only, but it will work only on that local computer. Getting or not? If you are putting into the remote signed mode, that time what it is going to be happen, you can run the script. So what it is, script can be run. This is the default policy for SQL Server 2012. Even PowerShell version 7 also you will install. So there also you will see that this is the default policy. But here what is going to be happen? No. So in this, you will able to run into the local machine only. Got it?
Yeah, got it.
So you will able to run into the local machine. It will be not like if you want to perform that script into the multiple computer, it will not work. So as per the security side, like in your organization, people, they want, like if you want to run the PowerShell script, so it has to be run only onto the only in the same computer only. So if you have 10 computer, they want for the security region. So that's why what they will do, they will do this kind of features, they will enable, and then you will do. So you hope you understood about that, this, right?
Yeah, Rajesh.
Oh, sorry, I was went into the mute and I was talking into the mute only, sorry. So so that is the all sign mode. So I am changing my execution policy to first unrestricted, because I want, like, no script has to be no restrict for me. Even I will work on the unrestricted format only, whatever I want to work. Okay, so just going with the little bit more detail. So what is the time now? You want to continue the class, or shall we wait for the tomorrow or day after tomorrow? No, because now I have not started anything related with your commands and all. If you want, I will continue the half an hour class. If you don't want, I will continue the tomorrow or day after tomorrow, because this is the first day class. It is okay for
We
you?
can continue. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
fine.
we can.
Okay, fine. So just I will go and I will deal with few commands now. So there is actually, if you will see, we are going to deal with these 4 commands. You have to remember, that is the get command, get services, get process, and get WMI object. If I'm going to type here get command, what I'm going to get here, same thing I have typed also. If I'm going to get command, you will able to go here. You will able to see that there is a lot of command which is available for PowerShell. So even I am not going, and there is 2 button you can see. If you are going to press F5, so it is going to run the full script, whatever thing you have written in your window script, that everything it is going to execute. If you are going to run only this one, means that line is going to be executed. And one more thing I will tell you here, like you go and buy 200-page notebook. So every day I'm going to give you the video. So whatever thing I'm important thing, if you are thinking, you will make the note in your notebook, because later if you are starting developing the script, it is not possible you to go to the each video. But if you have notebook, so easily you can see, okay, I want to do this, this is happening this way. So this is one thing. And there is something called pipe symbol, and I want like all result to be saved into the notepad file. I will go for the out-file. So later I'm going to explain you this all out-file, and I will give which location I want to save this file. So this time result is not going to, like in the result, I want here only, so result to be saved. I've given here, and I will go with the cmd underscore .txt. So just I will execute this command. So what happens, this command is executed, and it will generate one file here that is called command result. So it's having that all of the command. So what you can see here, we are not going to discuss anything which is related with apps or DIS, nothing. DB model, you can see DBA tool. This one we are going to discuss, because what is going to happen in the PowerShell, first, if you are writing any programming, you can go with, you can use the multiple of ways. Like first you can use the .NET library to code, use the coding, right, in the .NET framework. So I'm going to give you some example, few example for few days, .NET library also. Because later, if you are later, what is going to happen, no, you will download some software, download some script from the Google only, or you are learning something from Google, so you will find out some .NET related library, they have written the programming, so you don't have to confuse. Even many organization, if you will go, they are using the .NET library for the doing performing some operation, right? So you should not have to confuse. So that's why it is the .NET library I'm going to teach. After that, I will go with the commandlets. You can see here down, these all are the DBA tool model. So I will later classes, I will going to explain you DBA tool, how to import this model, then you will understood. Storage and thing I'm not going to teach you. If we are going to teach basically more on the, and then you go to the SQL PS, where you are seeing the SQL PS. See here, these all are the DBA tools. Later you will understood, not now. Test. So these are the DBA tools only, it is there. Okay, after 10 minutes it's going to be log off again. Okay. So you can see the SQL PS. There is the mini SQL PowerShell model, it is there. So there is the mini SQL PS. If you will go and you will see SQL PS, so disabling always on. So these all are related with SQL PS. So you can see here, this, there is the multiple of SQL PS. So we are not going to work on the all of the SQL PS thing, but some of the SQL PS we are going to discuss in the later classes, right?
Yeah.
So we are going to deal with more on the SQL PS part, which is known as SQL Server, and we are going to deal with SQL DBA tool. We are going to do that. Like that, we are going to work on to the this kind of part. So later, what I'm going to do, if I'm going with the basics things. I'm not going much more. So basically, that command, get command, having multiple of command. If you are going with the get hyphen, you are going to work on the get service. Oh, sorry. We are going to work on the get services part. So if you are running the get services, so now it is displaying the 3 result only. Later you can see that there is the multiple of services. Is the same as when you are going with the services.msc, and you are able to see that all detail here, right? Which are the services is running. It is same. Now you can see here it is a 1, 2 description, 2 states, 3 startup type, 4 login S5. So you will be able to see the 5 thing it is going to display. But if you are going with this, it is showing just 3 result. Later we will see like it is not 5, it is not 3. There is a multiple of thing you will be able to fetch using the Powershell. So later class we will be able to see that if you are giving the pipe symbol and you are writing out hyphen GRI grade view. So what is happened, this same result it is going to become into the GUI format, so easily you will able to see that result. So where I am saving into the notepad file, you don't have to save into the notepad. It should be better you can type grade view, so the result is going to be displayed into the grade view for the services. So should be remember these things, how I have saving the file using the get out file, how I am taking the result in the grade view. So this everything day by day you will understood more. So now what I am going, just I can filter many more thing here. So this is the first day class, so I am not started anything, just I am teaching few basics things for you. I will go with the get command. So just now I have gone also get command, and I'm writing here hyphen name, and I will give here SQL PS. I've executed it. So you can see the SQL PS is there in my this one in my session. So that's why it is displaying the all of the result about the SQL PS is the executable file, and here SQL all PS is coming from in that from here, right? If you want into the little bit more thing, you can go with this fashion, get hyphen command. Then you can go with this, and when I will teach you the programming thing, then you will understood more. Where hyphen object, you type here, you can give the dollar underscore dot. I will teach you that what is a dollar underscore dot. I'm going with the module name, I'm giving equal to, and writing here SQLPS. So what I have done, who is calling? 1 second. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
9 o'clock or 9:30? Okay, guys. So you what you have seen, I have just ran the SQL PS. Somebody was called me now for the classes. So here what happened? Get command. I am writing where object. I am filtering it. Oh, shit, who is this? Hello.
Possible, can I join right now?
Yeah, you can join, but it is just for 10 minutes is only there for the class. I will give you the video. if you want.
Okay, right. Okay,
And
please share me the video.
Video I will share it so you can watch that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And I will call you after 10 minutes.
Yeah, sure.
What is your name?
Stalin.
Okay, just ping me in WhatsApp. I will add you in the WhatsApp group also. Just ping me the WhatsApp. Okay, fine. Okay, guys. So what happened now? What I am doing, like now maybe you will feel like how I am filtering and all. This is just for example purpose I am showing you. So I will write like get services. I will type the filter. Filter means if you are giving the pipe symbol, so it is nothing but you are filtering whatever you want for the or result. If you are running get command, it is giving the more result. In that, what I am filtering, what is the meaning of dollar underscore dot means, so this result whatever coming from here, or in that result you are filtering the module name which having the SQL PS. Getting or not? So now you will see the all command which is related with SQL Server, SQL PS, it is coming here. Getting now? So these all are whatever you are seeing here, encode SQL Server, enable always on, whatever, these all are the SQL Server command which is related with SQL PS. Even there is the few command, and how much is possible I am going to explain you this all command. So later classes you will see how I am working. If I'm going with the get services, just example, if I'm going with get hyphen service, in this I want to filter anything get services. If I'm telling you to MS SQL Server, which are the services is running, how you will filter? Where hyphen. Now maybe in the first day you will feel it is little bit tough for you, but after some day you will feel it is the very easy for you. So I will give the dollar underscore dot. What I will write? I want name. This time I want to filter from name. I will write hyphen EQ. What I will give? I will give MS SQL Server. Just example, I have given here MS SQL, and I have to give the server also. I have to give. I'm going to execute this. So you will see this is the related with this. I am going to filter which is the services which is running for this, right? If I'm telling you to go and figure out what are the status of this, right? What are the status which is running or which is stop, that one you filter it. So if I'm pasting here, this time what I will do is status, right? I will copy this status. I will go here. I will put dollar dot status and equal to, I will give running. So what is happened this time? What are the services which is running? It is going to filter and it is going to give you, right? Correct? Like that only. You can go with the get process also. Now process is what? If you are going with the task manager, and once you are going with the process, this all detail you will be able to see that here, whatever you are seeing the process, no? So this all process also you will be able to fetch get hyphen process, and somebody is telling you to just filter some related some process, so that also you will able to do using process related thing, right? You will go with the where hyphen object. What happened? Okay, I have to give the pipe symbol. I forget. Means get process what you want to filter. So pipe means after that what you want. I want where hyphen object, and what I want to filter here, tell me. I will go with 1 second. That is called as handles, right? I will copy this handles. I will go here dollar underscore dot. I will put here handles and hyphen writing hyphen GT greater than 200. Just example. So you will see what are the process